Yo, 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 it's Joe Flamingo. You're watching American Drool. Welcome back. Welcome back. So, the PlayStation Portal is what we're going to be talking about in this video. Now, the PlayStation Portal has been out for a little while. I didn't really look into it myself. I wasn't even really, I was vaguely aware of this device. I knew that it was like a remote play device and not really an actual, like handheld, like standalone device, like let's say like the PS Vita or the PSP was. Um, so I didn't really pay it any attention. But because of all these handheld devices being like released by like Xbox and the Switch 2 and all that stuff, I thought maybe I'd look into this PlayStation Portal because maybe it could be like a different type of playing experience that is closer to what I'm used to. So we're gonna look into it a little bit more and see what it actually is about and what it offers. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that now. So I'm on the PlayStation site, and I went into the accessories section right here, and as you can see, they have the PlayStation Portal remote player option here. They also have the PSVR 2, which is something else I wanted to look into as well, because I currently have the Oculus, the Meta Quest 3, and so I wanted to see what this was about too, but that'll be for another video. In this video, we're going to focus on the PS Portal, and this is the design of the PS Portal, or the PlayStation Portal remote player. Essentially, what it is, it's basically, so some of you guys know, like, you can remote play through like your PC if you wanted to, or your laptop, which is what I used to do. So I would like go somewhere else. I take my laptop with me. I would log into the PlayStation Network or whatever and remote play my PlayStation from wherever I was. So what'll happen is essentially like your PlayStation has to be, at home, plugged in. It needs to have all of the access to the internet and all that set up already. And then once you remote your PlayStation at home will pretty much turn on. And then once it connects, you'll be able to, and you download what you need to download on your computer for the remote play to happen. It'll show up on your laptop. The only problem with that though was it usually the quality just really wasn't that good. And I actually stopped doing it as much because of that. Like, no matter how much internet I had at my house and how much internet the person had at their house or wherever I was, the connection was always laggy, and it just didn't make sense to me. So I just kind of stopped doing it. The only time I would do it is maybe like if I went into the bathroom or something and I wanted to do something like that. Like if I was on the toilet or something, I wanted to take my laptop in there and do it like that. I did that maybe once, and that was pretty much it. I never did it again because it was just too much of a hassle. So this particularly, I guess this solves that issue. And so this, like I said, this is the design. It's your typical PlayStation 5 controller, DualSense controller, but it has like its own little screen in the middle of it. And that's what you use to game. I love the design, by the way. So 10 out of 10 for the design. Love it. It's basically the controller opened up, right? So it's good design. We're gonna go ahead and look at a video kind of introducing it. This is my first time seeing it, so I want to see it and react to it with you guys. So let's go ahead and get into this video and see what it is that they want to highlight here.
Play. It can happen anywhere. Why limit it to 4 walls? Play should run wild and free. Where beasts fall, adventure.
So already I'm noticing something. So already I'm noticing that he's really just walking around the house. They're not advertising this for like if you're outside of your house, if you're like down the street, if you're like in the coffee shop or whatever the case may be. They're kind of like basically saying, hey, if you want to walk around your house and play this, you can definitely do that.
Play should run wild and free. Where beasts fall, adventure begins, and heroes emerge. With the PlayStation Portal in your hands, play finds a way.
So yeah, like that's exactly like what I expected it to do. Like if it's a remote play, it's just like I said, like it's something that you would play in your home. Like if you wanted to go upstairs and your PlayStation is downstairs, or if you wanted to go into the bathroom and use it while you're on the toilet or something, or whatever, like on the porch, like basically what you saw in this video. That's like the limit, the scope of this thing. And with the remote play, you can only really play the games that you have on your PlayStation. It's not really letting you go on to like the network and play and stream games. However, I did hear that that is something that they fixed, and that you can now use the cloud service to actually play the games from the cloud if you have a subscription. If you're like a part of the PlayStation Network, then of course you can use that, and then you can play the games that way. So that's and what that means is that you don't actually have to have a PlayStation 5 in order to do that, right? In order to use this device till its full capabilities, all you have to do is have a PlayStation Network subscription, and sign up to being able to stream and use the cloud, and boom, you can take this wherever. And I also heard that you can use more Wi-Fi. There's more Wi-Fi accessibility, so now you can use it in coffee shops. You can use it here. You can use it there. You can use it in places that support Wi-Fi, and it doesn't just have to be like a certain level. You can just play it wherever. And they've improved like the connection between the hub, which is the cloud, and the portal. So now more than ever is the best time to buy one of these if you're thinking about going handheld and you want to specifically stick to like the PlayStation. I would say now is the perfect time to buy one of these, considering it's been out for a while. The Switch 2 dropped not too long ago. The Xbox dropped their thing not too long ago. And the PlayStation is probably looking to kind of like sell more of these. You know what I mean? And so the price might not be as expensive as what the Xbox or the Switch is, right? So this might be perfect for all of the PlayStation fans. But I hear, and I know, I did a little bit of research before making this video, and there's apparently something that is an alternative to this, and it's I think it's like $100 and something cheaper, and it's called the Backbone, or the Backbone, Switchbone, something like that. It's like Bone something, right? And it's basically like it's a PlayStation Portal device, but not really, because I think it uses your phone. Anyways, let me show you what I mean. So this right here is the Backbone. Yeah, it is called the Backbone. So basically, the Backbone is like a device that you use with your phone, and it allows you to play your device games that you are associated with, like your PlayStation, your Xbox, stuff like that. This is what it looks like right here. So this is I believe this is the iPhone version, or no, this is the Pro. And this is just the regular one. I don't really know what the difference is between them, but the Pro definitely looks like the way to go, rather than this one. And it supports Bluetooth, I guess, so that's good. But yeah, essentially you put your phone into this, and you can actually connect to your network, your respective network, and you can play the games remotely, wherever you are. See, it's PlayStation Remote, Xbox Game Pass, whatever this is, Apple Arcade. I didn't know Apple had an arcade. I guess I don't have an iPhone, so I didn't know. Google Play Pass. So yeah, it's really for like people who don't necessarily have a console, or rather people who do have a console but barely play it anymore, and they're more like on their phone a lot. So this would probably be the thing that you would use. And it's like I said, it's $100 cheaper. At least this one is, I believe, than the PlayStation Portal. I think this one, the Pro, would probably cost as much as the Portal, but I'm still not sure. I really don't know what the cost is. Let's find out. Let's see how much it costs. I'm gonna click on the shop here and see what they're asking. Oh, not bad. Not bad. It's $169. So it's $169. And I think the PlayStation Portal is like still $200 something, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know for sure. But if the Pro is only $170, I mean, and you can do everything you need to do on it, then why not go with this, right? The only thing I think is that the backbone actually uses your phone's battery in order to run the controller and everything else. So it might drain your battery. I'm not sure if the Pro actually comes with a battery pack as well. Maybe it does. Maybe I can find out here. I don't know. Uh, Move forward table. Missing. See this? No. I'm not seeing anything here. I'm gonna assume that it does not have its own built-in battery to keep it from using the phone as much. But again, like this is something for people who want to kind of discover other ways to play. And if you, let's say, don't have an Xbox, if you buy the Xbox Pass and you have a backbone, you can play those games, apparently. So already they're showing that, hey, you can be the purpose of all these cuts, them showing people at the beach and over here and at the skate park and all this stuff. That is to show you that you can game with this anywhere, right? It's using your phone's pretty much, cellular signal and Wi-Fi or whatever it is that you're using the game. It's using that stuff to give you the internet access, so you don't have to worry about that. And you can just pretty much do whatever you need wherever you are. So that's what they're trying to advertise here.
Time for takeoff.
Backbone One, PlayStation Edition. Enhance your gaming experience on iPhone.
So it looks like the backbone is only for the iPhone at the moment. They don't support any other phones, at least not to my knowledge. But again, the PlayStation Portal seems like, because of them allowing you now to be able to use the cloud to play, you don't actually have to have a PS5 to even use this anymore. So it's, if you want to go with the cheaper thing and have something that's pretty high quality but also allow you to play other platform games, then you want to go with the backbone. But if you are a PlayStation guy like myself, and you get to stream games from the cloud and stuff like that, this PlayStation Portal is the way to go. Now, is it better than, let's say, that Xbox handheld that I did a video on that? It might be somewhere over here. Xbox has a handheld a console now, and it looks incredibly powerful. It looks really, really good. I don't think that this PlayStation Portal compares to that and what it can actually do, but it is a good stand-in if that's all you have. Like, it's better than the Vita, right? It's better than anything else that's out there right now as far as directly for the PlayStation, right? Other than the backbone, of course. So, but I'm not an expert. I'm finding out really about this late, to be honest, but I know now. Like, I know that it exists. And would I buy this? Definitely. I will probably buy this within the next couple of months. And maybe I can give you guys a live video on that. Depending on the price, we'll see. But as far as I'm concerned, it's a great buy. Other than that, I want to thank you guys so much for joining me in this video. Hopefully I answered a lot of the questions. If you're just finding out about PlayStation Portal like I am, then leave it in the comments. Let me know whether or not the video helped you out and maybe help you make a decision on whether you're going to buy it or not. Are you going to buy it? Let me know down there. And again, thank you so much. Hopefully you guys liked the video. If you did like the video, please click that like button. I know it's a small thing and it's something everybody forgets to do, but it would really, really help me out and get my video into the algorithm so more people can see my work. And I put a lot of work into this. I still work like a full-time job. So I'm trying to do this on my off days and or after work. But I'm not going to stop. With your guys' support, I will get to the top of that mountain the way I always envision envision myself being, but I need your guys' support to do that. So please like, please subscribe, and I'm going to try and still keep bringing you guys the best material I possibly can. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.